Hello there, Donna Smith from Odonnata Growth and Transformation Coaching, and this is part 2 of the month celebration of the Burn Bright series being 1 year old. And today I want to talk to you about the very product that was the Burn Bright series when I launched it last year. So at the time I devised a programme of workshops, 3 workshops over a period of 3 months, all designed to help you learn how to burn bright and not out. And at the time of the Burn Bright series, that's what the Burn Bright series was. And since the launch, I ran the first programme of workshops, and since then I've ran a second programme of workshops, so I've done it twice. And that in itself is a massive achievement for me and a really key milestone, because I never even had that in mind when I did the initial launch. It was like, I'm launching these workshops, I'll run them once and then I'll see what else happened. And what else happened was a second programme of workshops. Now, the reason why this is significant and why I want to share this with you is, and I don't mind sharing this, when I did the launch, I had really high hopes of getting it fully booked. I was so convinced of the impact and the power and the value of the programme that I thought it was going to be a no-brainer. I had almost 20 people at the launch. I only needed to fill a handful of seats, no bother. Only one person signed up. And I've got to be honest, even right up to the day that the first workshop was going to be held, I was really considering, shall I just not do it? What's the point? It's only one person. I didn't get the turnout that I wanted. It's not going to work. You know, all those limiting beliefs that come in. But I didn't throw the towel in. I showed up and I made a difference. And I think if nothing else I've learned from launching the Burn Bright series, it's taught me what it means to show up, because even if you make a difference to that one person, then that's delightful. And I just want to share with you a story that I first heard when I was working with Anne Lashmar and Dave Tompkinson at the Anne Partnership. And it was a story Dave told to a cohort of delegates that we were working with. And it's the starfish story. And if you're interested, you can find it in Chicken Soup for the Soul. So I hope sitting comfortably. And the story's called One at a Time. A friend of ours was walking down a deserted Mexican beach at sunset. As he walked along, he began to see another man in the distance. As he grew nearer, he noticed that the local native kept leaning down, picking something up and throwing it out into the water. Time and again, he kept hurling things out in the ocean. As our friend approached even closer, he noticed that the man was picking up starfish that had been washed up on the beach, and one at a time, he was throwing them back into the water. Our friend was puzzled. He approached the man and said, "Good evening, friend. I was wondering, what are you doing?" "I'm throwing these starfish back into the ocean. You see, it's low tide right now, and all of these starfish have been washed up onto the shore. If I don't throw them back into the sea, they will die up here from lack of oxygen." "I understand," my friend replied, "but there must be thousands of starfish on this beach. You can't possibly get to all of them. There are simply too many. And don't you realise this is probably happening on hundreds of beaches all up and down this coast? Can't you see that you can't possibly make a difference?" The local native smiled, bent down and picked up yet another starfish. And as he threw it back into the sea, he replied, "I made a difference to that one." So I'm grateful for that story. I'm grateful for Dave bringing it to my attention, and I'm grateful for finding the book that it was in, because the book's equally awesome, by the way. But as I say, it really has taught me that my mission to make Burn Bright the norm starts with one. It starts with me. It starts with one person turning up on my programme, and on it goes. And yes, there are millions of us out there struggling with burnout and struggling to find oxygen as those starfish, but we can make a difference. So I'm really grateful for launching the Burn Bright series last year, and really grateful for the Burn Bright programmes, of which I've run 2 now, because really it's a win-win. Not only do I get to take people through the Burn Bright programme and help them make a difference to themselves and help them to burn bright and not out, but it helps me to stay on my own Burn Bright journey. You know, to burn bright, it's a forever journey. It's not a one-off project that you tick, boom, done, I'm burning bright now, what's next? It's a forever journey, and the Burn Bright programme, which forms part of the Burn Bright series, does that for me and for the people that attend. So I'm going to press pause for now because this has turned out to be quite a long video. So I'll finish as I did last week with that saying, it's time to burn bright, not out. See you next week.